First leg of the triple trio then is race number 4. It's a Class 4 contest as well. Once more over the 1650, headed by Super Lucky. He's in Class 4 for the first time. He went forward last time out. He's got barrier 3 here. Contribution to last start winner. Electric Lightning, 1 from 1 course and distance. Enormous Honour with a gear chain. Blinkers coming back on. Marvel Joy's shown speed in the past. He's got barrier 2. Little Island, the blinkers come off. Sparkling Sword, Joe Moreira jumps on board. Excellent records on the horse. And Victory Follow Me goes up in class. Run up behind Fine With Me last time out.
Pace probably good to slow, just depending on the type of mood that Contribution's in, because he can over-race and pull sometimes, but he's been quite well behaved of late. He has had a lameness issue. Sparkling Sword will roll forward. They're primarily the 2 leaders. Interesting to see what they do with Electric Lightning, because he was quite prominent last start when he won with authority, but he has drawn a touch wide on the track. So there's a question mark over whether they press forward or drop back, look for cover.
Well, he's taken no harm out of that win, as you can see here. He's really striding out nicely. Karis Teaton knows the horse pretty well. He did win on him last start and has done all the work since. So he's still got held his condition nicely, and he still does everything right. And reaching the next one we're looking at, it's interesting he's coming to Happy Valley because he's done all his recent work, or recent racing anyway, on the all-weather. So he now comes to Happy Valley. He's had 6 starts. He's been placed a couple of times, minor placings, and he's fit going to that. Look at Victory Follow Me, so keen here this morning, getting his head up. He hasn't raced for a little while, but he's fresh and ready to go. So, you know, he's like a rugby player on rugby morning, ready for the game.
Let's have a look at some of these horses in action. We might come back to Victory Follow Me. We do, in actual fact, so we'll see him again. Electric Lightning, so this is the win. First time they tried it, and it paid off.
Last season, he looked a horse that had some talent. He just needed to learn about racing. This season, he's done the same at Sha Tin, and then all of a sudden, David Ferraris has brought him to Happy Valley, and he's done this. Planet Stars had a fantastic season, the horse that ran second there. I get the feeling Electric Lightning is progressing and progressing quickly, and the rise in weight and the awkward barrier might be a couple of factors to overcome, but I think he might be better than these.
Yeah, well, I didn't put him in because of those 2 reasons, but his track work is improving, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ran well. It's just whether he can string 2 together for me.
All right, OK. Contribution. We didn't get the chance to string 2 together because he was scratched out of his last intended start, but this is the last time he raced, and he won.
Well, if Contribution does this again, it's going to break the field up. It'll give Electric Lightning from 9 the chance to get across. Sparkling Sword will go across as well from 7, and they might end up with lovely little runs in behind Contribution because he can pull and reef, and you know, like a rugby player on game day, he might be a little bit keen to get out there and get rolling, which he can do once the gates open. Yeah,
so I think the race might run to suit him a bit. With a very light weight, I managed to find a place for Victory Follow Me.
All right, what about Super Lucky, dropping down his Class 4? This is the first time he's found himself in this grade. He's been running behind Fiamma, Winning Faith, and Let's Take It Easy and Conti as well.
Yep. I think you can forget about his last 2 runs where he's been beaten 15 lengths on both occasions. 3 wide, 2 back. Last start he shared the lead, didn't work. 3 starts ago, he closed off nicely behind Let's Take It Easy. This is a recent trial going in. It's quite a solid trial too. If you sift through that, there's a bit of form in that trial, and I think it was a nice trial suggesting that he can go pretty close. All
right, and this is Victory Follow Me. He's fresh coming out of the sheds here.
Fresh because of a bleeding attack.
Yeah, that's right. But he's shown no... Well, the best time to get these beaters, I think, are fresh up. He's run 3rd of 50 before, so he does come into this race with a light weight. He has been placed in the grade. He's on this rating of 42, but he's a horse who's found form before that attack.
All right, it's $10 chance at the moment. Sparkling Sword, it's a wide open market here, Paul. Sparkling Sword, 6.10 favourite at this stage.
Yeah, I reckon this is the one for some value. So I'm going to go with Little Island because he's drawn barrier number 1 and he's really well rated. They put the blinkers on last time and it didn't work, so they've taken them straight off. He's won off 60 and run off a rating of 70. He's now here in a rating of 51, so he's so well rated. Barrier number 1, and he should get a nice run behind a good pace. He's on top to beat Victory Follow Me, I think can be placed. Sichuan Boss has been running well in this grade as well. And Happy and Healthy caught my eye at his last start. He finished home really nicely. Now, he has drawn 12, but I think he'll get back. He'll be the one running on late. So ended up with 8, 12, 4 and 7 on a wide open race.
It is wide open, but the more I look at it, the more I think Electric Lightning might be just on the improve that much that he could be better than these. I think Super Lucky, the one that comes down in class, might be his main opposition. Contribution to lead, and in reaching coming back onto the turf, But I'm happy to take a chance with Electric Lightning, with more weight, wider barrier, that he can put these away again. I think he's very much on the improve. 3-1-2-9.
All right, I went Sparkling Sword. He's won 4 races, Sparkling Sword. Moreira's been on board for all of them from just 7 rides as well, so he goes on top for me.